Hi, David.
Hi.
Fine, you?
Good.
You were born in Brooklyn.
I was.
Yeah. And you, well, you. What I found interesting is that you have a triple
Major.
major, yeah.
Mhm.
Business, administration, political science, and philosophy.
Correct.
What do you write your thesis about? What
Well,
subject?
when you get a bachelor's degree, you don't write a thesis.
You don't know.
That would be for a master's
A master's,
or a PhD.
Okay.
There's no thesis involved.
Okay. Oh, I thought maybe.
No.
No.
Actually, what I wrote one of my final term papers on, you're talking about in philosophy specifically?
I thought it was, well, maybe, well, yes, start with philosophy. I was thinking what
It was on Nietzsche.
Nietzsche.
Actually.
And how come you like his
I really was very fascinated by his concept of science destroying the notion of religion.
Yeah. So what is it for you? What sort of twist did you put into it?
At the time, I was trying to utilize my own life experiences as a reference to how the discoveries of science have brought about what was, according to Nietzsche at the time, the death of God.
And what do you think? If his notion of God is dead, do you believe in it or?
No, I don't. I found his theory fascinating, but I've experienced too much in my life that seems to blend with the spiritual to deny the existence of a power greater than our own. I don't know if you'd call it God necessarily, but I definitely believe in something that is transcendent, something that is metaphysical, something that is energy in constant motion. These are also concepts that are spoken about within the work.
Yeah, but you were saying experience that you've had. Is there one experience maybe that you can share that you said, well, that's what
just I've led a rather charmed life, and been in way too many experiences that it seems that there's a hand in the works that isn't my own. Let's put it that way. I can definitely see that something is watching over me, because if everything were equal, I would have been dead a long time ago. So,
when did you first have that notion that someone maybe was watching over you?
In my teenage years, I would say.
Can you explain maybe when or how?
It's really over several instances. I would get myself into different kinds of trouble, whether they're fights or accidents or things of that nature, and even something just as recent as prior to writing this record, even if we don't want to go that far back, but I was in a really nasty motorcycle accident. You can actually barely see the scar anymore from the road rash. All of this was gone. There was no flesh left on the forearm. And I was going maybe 25, 30 miles an hour, not really very fast, and somebody cut me off. I wasn't able to stop in time, so I had to lay the bike down. Otherwise, I was going to go right into this car. Yeah. And dragged along with 600-700 pounds of motorcycle for about 10, 15 feet. And then the bike popped back up. I let it come out from under me and landed on my feet, which was pretty crazy to begin with. Hit the ground running after this guy who just took off right after he cut me off and caused the accident. Things like that I didn't hit my head. I wasn't wearing a helmet at the time. Things of that nature. It's just like certain things are just almost too good to be true, too coincidental.